intensification. THC. Electricity. Mathematics. Lasers. Explosions. Physics. Experiments. Alchemy. Hypothesis.
Alright, check it out. We're gonna do the upside down pineapple cake shot. And basically it's three things. It's pineapple juice and some vodka with the flavor of vanilla and some grenadine. Alright, we're gonna start out by putting in, I don't know how much. We're just gonna put it until we like it. That's good. Stop. Alright, then we're going to do some vodka with the vanilla flavor. We're just going to pour that in there. And there's some ice in there because it's not like real pineapple upside down cake. You want it cold. So we're going to shake it all up now. Okay?
Shake it for real though. Yeah. Get the chemicals reacting.
Okay. Don't shake it too hard, though. Especially if you've been drinking.
Not in public.
Okay. And we're just going to divvy it up into the shot glasses. Beautiful. All right. And then the very last thing we're going to do is we're going to take the grenadine. We're just going to splash it up in there. And just look how beautiful that looks. Sunrise. This is not a tequila sunrise. This
Looks like a strawberry lemonade.
No, this is not strawberry. This is upside down pineapple cake. Quit being stupid. Alright. Pineapple upside down cake, everybody. Come get you some. Now, don't everybody come up at once.
Oh, I don't want to knock
you
over
guys
the
stay
camera.
there.
I want to jump over the table.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to crawl under the table.
I heard you're not too good at jumping these days, Lou.
Oh, especially them slam dunks, dude.
Losing my legs.
Okay, everybody. This is the upside down pineapple cake shot. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my god, that actually tastes like a upside down pineapple cake. Holy shit. Welcome everybody to the Red Light District Show.
Woo! July 28th, 2023. This is the Red Light District Show. How? This week on the Red Light District Show we will feature Underground Magazine.
You know what I'm saying?
Issue 8.
That sounds cool.
Issue 8. We will have the world-renowned psychic medium, Debbie Romero.
You know what I'm saying?
My favorite. The beautiful. Did I say beautiful yet?
That is a
Did I say super cute?
That's a sexy
Okay, I
face
did.
right
Okay,
there.
just making sure. Did I say attractive? Okay, just so everyone knows, we don't have that much, but we do have a couple of different topics. Did you know? Answer the question. And this week's new artist. Woo!
You know what I'm saying?
The cast from left to right. Suzanne Sweden. the world-renowned Debbie Romero.
Debbie.
My man, Mid Lou.
Yeah.
do?
Woo. Okay.
Google him. Stefan, what color is your Bugatti? Bugatti.
He's like a superstar, man.
There you go. The ultimate man. The ultimate American. The ultimate role model for your children. This is Trevor Travis. Tracy. And I am your host. The main event. The headliner. The showstopper. The voice, Tim Amoroso.
Yeah.
God's name. You need to be. I'm the cult of personality.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the cult of. I'm the cult of. I'm the cult of. You're listening to Red Light Digital Show.
You know what I'm saying?
Give us a follow, subscribe, like, comment, share, be a friend, tell a friend. We're here, and we're sticking up for Underground. Welcome to the show.
Dang, nice fade.
Hey, guy.
Hey, guy.
All right, guys. We are, if you're watching this, you're going to think that we should be like so full of energy. But no, we're at the tail end of the night in a normal situation where another situation went. We had too many situations go wrong. We had a situation with our audio board and recording device, and then after that, the hour lag that did. Thank goodness for Sean Smart that even though he doesn't want to be on the show, he went down and picked us up what we needed and made sure that the show was good.
We don't know
if he's going to be back next season.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Whatever.
Well, if he's smart, he won't be. That's fine.
Well, and then we had Underground, and that went a little long. But we are here, and because of that, we only have 3 topics. Answer a question. Did you know or new artist? I'm going to start with my man Lou. Because, Lou, you always have good decisions. And that is not true, but we will pretend for the sake of the bit.
Okay. All right. Let's go with new artist.
New art. Oh, you want to just start off with new artists? Okay.
Yeah, new artist.
That's a good decision, Lou.
Thank you.
So this artist is new in the sense that it is new to this era of Red Light listener. We used to work with this band back in 2014. They made so many good songs on one album. A local band out of Thousand Oaks. Thousand Oaks, California. They are no longer together, but the music that they did make in 2014, 2016 is just phenomenal and great. I didn't realize how privileged I was to watch them in concert when I was there in the moment. This band is called Good Deeds, and this is their song, Porcelain. It's actually a live performance of it, and it's at the Mint. So we're going to play it. How do you guys like it? If you guys do, let's talk about it. If not, we won't. Do you remember Zach?
Which Zach? I know a lot of Zachs.
And what is his last name? No, dude. Look him up.
Yeah, I know that one, but he's not on this song.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know his last name. I forgot.
Huh?
I forgot his last name. I really do. I'm having a brain fart right now. He works at the Canyon.
Oh. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Works at the Canyon.
Canyon Club. Zach, Jewish Zach with big froey hair.
No.
You still don't know? Okay.
I'm all, Broy guy. Yeah, no. I have no idea.
It's like one of my favorite songs ever.
Ever. Today. Yes.
I still listen to it in my playlist.
Do you? Get in the car in the morning, like, it's gonna pump me up. I gotta go to work, listen to this.
Yes!
I can't tell what he's saying. Do you have the words?
In my heart, I love. It was never enough. Am I helping you?
Yeah, that's good stuff. Is there like a record version of this?
Yes.
Okay, that'd probably make a lot more sense.
I don't like that one.
Why?
I don't like it.
That's interesting.
You know who produced it? JP.
What's wrong with him?
There's nothing wrong with him. He's actually great.
Yeah,
In this song, he wasn't though.
He produced our first album.
In this song, when he produced this song, I didn't like it.
Interesting.
I don't think he got what I was feeling from this song. I don't think
Well, he's a big reggae guy.
this is more alt,
Alt what?
alternative, modern
Alternative to what?
modern alternative.
It's alternative to modern alternative?
It would be played on Alt Nation. I'm serious.
Okay.
I think so. You don't think so?
I don't know. I don't listen to Alt Nation. Ever.
Travis, you?
I'm crying and shit. See? It hurts so bad. Oh my god, no! Don't leave me now. Dude.
Never enough. Well, obviously, let's go to the feminine energy in
Oh
the room.
boy, we're starting with that already?
No, there's only one feminine energy in this room, and we will go to her.
Yeah.
Debbie?
Thank you, Debbie.
No, she knows she has masculine energy.
No. She came in
incompetent men.
She came in like telling us that she was more man than all of us in this
Yeah,
room.
because you guys are incompetent.
Incompetent what?
I'm not incompetent. I get it up, no problem.
Do you like this? Is this your shit?
Oh, there's a lot of resonation going on. Oh, total another story.
I wasn't a good angel. I know. Okay, so check this out. This is the end of the song right here, okay? Stefan, this is a guitar solo. That's how they end the song. A guy named Petey.
Whoa.
Be impressed.
Okay, I'm getting up, working my way up to it.
We'll have him replace you and get in Raise on
Sure,
Vinyl,
totally.
and then you'll replace Lane, just for the time being.
No.
Or Lou can replace you.
Yeah, I shred some guitar, overhanded and shit.
He'll forget the lyrics of the guitar.
Yeah, so I forgot the notes. Was I supposed to practice?
That's some bad beats. I love guitar music, so they did good.
What do you think, Suzanne?
I liked it.
You did?
Mhm.
Would you listen to it again?
Yeah,
Did you
I would
listen
like. I would like to hear it more clearly too, like because it's alive and it is.
I'll give you the JP version. I'm just not a fan. I told him don't release it. I wouldn't release it. That's what I told Zach. So he did though, but whatever. Would you listen to it again?
I would. Very cool for 805 local. Like that's nice. Right on.
My man Lou,
Yes, I definitely would. I like it. It's a good song.
even though he's Jewish.
Has nothing to do with that. It's a good song.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering. You normally say things,
No, I don't really
about
don't.
Does Lou
races and
hate
stuff
Jewish
like that.
people?
No, he just doesn't like
Just
people
Dr.
that's not
Dre.
his race.
He never said that.
He says stuff about Asians and whites and stuff like that.
Thanos of racism.
See, I told you.
Thanos.
That's what they say. I'm not saying I.
Yeah, no, he's a
Yeah.
gone
I get
Mexican. What do you think?
About Lou
No.
and
No,
his
no.
racism,
We don't like that. We don't condone Lou's racism.
I'm biracial.
but it's an open forum, so he's entitled to his opinion.
And I'm
obviously,
okay. Yeah, and I'm okay. And I let him share his opinion, his racist opinion. It was cool.
Yeah. I thought it was cool. I mean, it's a live recording and it's tough to hear.
Would you book him?
Maybe. Like if I had like Falling in Reverse playing and stuff, I could like have them
Stop
open
it. That's
up.
not what they are. Stop it. That's your favorite band.
One of them.
Yeah.
Motionless in White, apparently.
Uh-huh. Motionless in
Yeah.
White.
It's a good thing I know both of those bands. It's like, oh, really? They're my favorites now. Okay.
All right. Do you think he's going to shit on it, or do you think he's going to put it over?
I think he's going to like it.
Trevor Travis, what do you think?
I mean, you know what? That song need to be more rock and roll. Like I feel like me and the Iron Crosses, we could do a way better job of that.
Did you see the video that I posted last week
No,
about
not
our
yet.
show?
I haven't seen it yet.
Stefan?
Yeah, I was here during the last show
I did.
But I all right, so when I edited the video together,
with the tambourine and shit.
yeah, where he broke it, like I'm putting like pictures of like Vietnam, like a waving white flag,
Dude.
Budweiser, NASCAR going around, George W. Bush,
All true American stuff.
Hulk Hogan, Rocky Balboa.
I could do
Dude.
that.
Nice.
I think it's really funny, but it just might be my juvenile sense of humor. Oh shit!
What? You forgot to hit record?
No, I forgot to. Who's in the club?
Oh my god.
I halfway like this song.
We have to do intro and outro right now. I'm just gonna cut it out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is New Artists with the Red Light District Show.
That's good beat. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
That was the outro.
And that was brand new artists on the Red Light District Show. Let's go, Lou.
That was crazy, dude. You're right. You're totally right.
Let's go, Lou.
Come on, Lou, let's go.
Yeah, man.
Why aren't you on the camera? Jive it up, bro.
Is that weird to have to put yourself on the camera now?
All right,
My cameraman too.
Debbie,
Somebody gotta do it.
you are our next. You are a guest, so we were going to let you pick the ultimate decision, which is: do you want to go with answer the question, or do you want to go with did you know?
Ooh, did you know?
Okay. So
We got a theme song for this one yet?
Yeah, here it goes.
me and Stefan sing this.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Come on.
Make sure he sings it.
Okay,
Stefan's favorite singer.
One of
Lead
them.
singer.
Guy from Good Charlie?
Beautiful on the inside. You are innocence personified. Sometimes you go through life not knowing things.
Sometimes, but not most of the time.
But we at the Red Light District Show only have one thing for you.
One thing.
It's one question.
One question.
It's one little morsel
One little morsel.
of intelligence. We're trying to spread the seed of intelligence around everyone.
Spread that thing.
So we have one question for you. Did you know?
And if you did,
What have I become now that I'm betrayed? Come on, Stefan, louder. I've ever loved that pushed them all away. And I have been a slave to the Judas in my mind. Something left for me to save in the wreckage of my life. I'm becoming Judas in Judas in my mind.
Damn.
It's amazing you love that song so much, but I had him at the theater and you didn't come.
Because I was needed
I
here.
had him all day waiting for you to show up.
His baby was being born that day.
He was being born that day, dude.
No.
It
Yeah.
was a Tuesday.
Yeah, it was. He was being born.
So nice to know that.
All right,
I
fine.
just guess.
I guess that's a good excuse, but
Let's just
dude,
like,
He's okay.
I'm all
My
my
girlfriend had
buddy
her baby.
Tim is the biggest fan of you, and he totally loves
Your
you.
girlfriend had a baby.
All right, here we go. Did you know?
You see how Snoop's respect for Master P is?
Yeah, man. 1,000,000,000%.
Wasn't for no limit, it wouldn't be no money in rap. I come by the studio, get on the song. Master P like, how much you want for the song? In my mind, I'm like, shit, I'm broke right now. I ain't getting no money. Nigga, give me 15. But I'm thinking like 1,500, because I just need something. I come back the next day, Master P wrote me a check for 35,000. He said, what you working on? I said, I got this album called Fuck Death Row. This motherfucker hard. He like, hold on, bro. He closed the door. You ain't gonna live to see that album come out. He said, let me make an offer to you. The beginning of my career, Suge Knight had everything in his name. When I got on No Limit, the first thing Master P did was took me to buy a house. Next day, you and wifey go get a car. All this shit is in my name. Well, Master P showed me how to put a label together, how to go get money, how to eat, how to make money off my tours, how to make money off of movies, how to create a different lane for me to be seen differently.
Dang.
You know that shit, Lou?
yes, I've heard that.
Oh, you did?
I've heard that story before. Yes.
So tell us about it. What do you know?
Wait, put the camera back on.
Wait,
you
was
and
this
then-
all Snoop Dogg?
That was Snoop Dogg with No Limit.
And he was talking
Master
about
P.
how Master P's awesome to him.
He took care of him, peeped him game.
Yeah, because when he started off, like, not to like a short story, when he started with Death Row, Dr. Dre, it was, I don't think business-wise he didn't know anything, wasn't taught anything coming into the game. And like he said, when he left Death Row, Master P was already known, established in the game, I think, from like the early 90s when he started kind of out in Oakland before going, to, what was it?
The South.
The South. And so, yeah, I heard that story before. I heard it about years ago. And so he gave him game, like,
Do you know how the South rose in hip hop?
somewhat.
Okay, so I didn't know this, right? So Joe Rogan had Ice Cube on the other day, and they were talking. He was talking about how the rise of the South came because when Tupac died, and then people were like, oh, everybody in the game was like, oh shit, and the record labels and the people that had the money, they were like, shit, man, we can't have this happen. This is bad luck for hip hop, because it was all just supposed to be smoke and mirrors and act and.
Exactly.
And people started believing it. And then people started living their gimmick, right? So you start living your gimmick for so long, you believe that shit, that you are this person, that you're not who you are, you're this artist. So it's like a psychosis of the mind. Then, a few months later, Biggie dies. So they drop money from everything. No tours, no nothing. They didn't want no part of that. A lot of record labels wash their hands of that and said, you're not going on tour, you sit on the and people weren't coming out to shows because they were scared.
Yeah.
So now you have this hip hop culture that is just looking for something else, because the East Coast versus West Coast shit, they weren't part of it no more. Concert sales went down 65%. The purchasing of the music went down, 40%. So that's a huge money for a lot of people, and people didn't want no part of it. So then the rise of the South comes.
I always said that the South would rise again.
And you're right, Trevor.
Yes, right.
And so, I mean, who was coming out of the South at that time?
Outkast.
Outkast.
Baby Bash.
No, please don't talk to me.
I love him.
Cool, and I love
He came from the South.
Michael Jackson.
Houston, I think.
He's not. Mike Jones is another person.
No Limit, Cash Money, Little Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne. And everybody in No Limit. I mean, think about they produced Drake. They've come out with, who? Lil Kim,
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. I mean, not Lil Kim.
Little Kim.
So yeah, there's a lot of branch outs from just those artists, right? Like you said, the core base that started like rising it from the South, and it branches off even to like just whole group of artists now.
And it changed. It changed forever. It changed music forever.
It did.
And that's what fucking hip hop did. And we have one more. And did you know?
Have you ever heard of third man syndrome?
No.
Okay, super, super weird.
Jose, awesome you're here, right? Hopefully you could shed some light onto this. It's called third man syndrome. If you're aware of it, do you see it? Do you see it in other people? Well, let's hear this guy out, and then we'll answer at the end.
Third man syndrome has been explained by scientists of kind of a weird phenomenon that happens with mountain climbers. So these people who are climbing on mountains, who are on the edge of death, have experienced very similar things unrelated to each other, where they see a person that motivates them or gives them proper advice to continue moving forward. And there are people like, my parents weren't mountain climbing, but this happened and it cannot be explained. And then I found a story, and it was this woman who had heard a voice in her head that said, go see a doctor about your brain. Go to this place. It was a specific part of the London hospital that dealt with brain injuries. The voices told her that she had a tumor. They discovered a tumor.
Oh my gosh.
And they were able to remove it, and then she continued to leave. And then when she went home, she heard the voice one more time for the rest of her life, and it said, we were glad to be of service.
Oh, that is so sweet.
What do you know?
Yeah, we all have that, even if it's our higher self, and we're pushing ourselves to keep going. You know, the hill up over by Malibu, right? That sand. I've been going up there, and I'm like dying. I stop, and I go again, and I stop, and it's like, yeah, girl. I went 3 times in 1 week up there. I was like, I'm going up this hill, and I got there, and my guides were like, come on, you're almost there. My feet are burning. That sand is hot because I got no shoes on. You know, I'm walking it, and my spirit is talking to myself. You know, you're that motivator that you're needing, but you'll recognize the difference with your own self versus spirit, or just the phenomenal mystery of where did this come from, right? So I'm up there, way up there, you know, it's kind of high, right? And I'm up there by myself and worried about the coyotes or whatever that are out there. Then out of nowhere, it airdrops. So you're not in that walking, it's an actual message, boom, drops. Get down. Start going down. I go, oh, what do you mean? A guy's coming up, and I'm up there all by myself. And he's like, okay, get down. I was like, hey, how you doing? Bye, peace out. But you know, my guides didn't want me up there with that guy, because I would have been up there by myself. And so I was like, okay. So that happens. When it's an airdrop message, you'll feel into the frequency, and the way it comes in, it's a different feeling when that information comes in versus your higher self connecting to you. So it's a beautiful process to have that. But I do have a really cool story where this is kind of going into more of like a psychic investigation, where you are exactly like that. You know, go to this doctor, this is where it's at. And I remember someone needed to find a location. I sent them to Paris. I sent them to a bank. I sent them to go find some money, and they found it. And they're like, come on, girl, let's go. I'm like, oh, girl, I can't go to Paris, you know, like, no way, girl, like, you're crazy. But with the thing is there's faith in that. There was so much faith in herself and in spirit leading her that she went and she found it. You know, I don't know if she got it now, but, you know, she found what that airdrop message was. And so really there is that alignment to help you continue in a beautiful way.
Stefan, have you ever experienced something like that, or do you know do you have any words of this?
Yeah, I know that's happened to a few people. So one of the things that we're talking about over the past couple of months is we're talking about that dragon magic. Mm-hmm. We all got the little dragons. Mm-hmm. There was this one lady who had one, and you're building a golem, basically. You're bringing this item to life. She carried it everywhere, and she was at this festival in Vegas, and she heard her dragon's voice come out of nowhere in her head saying, you have to leave now, move now, leave now. Mm-hmm. So she grabbed her friends and said, we got to go. She's like, I don't know, I'm hearing this voice, and it says, we got to go. So they all moved and headed towards their cars, and that was that shooting in Las Vegas, that concert. So it happened exactly where they were standing when the gunfire started.
Wow.
Yeah, so she listened to that voice, that premonition, your higher guides, whatever it is that you refer to it, coming through and letting you know that you're in a danger zone. And I talked to somebody else today who had the same kind of experience. They were standing on a spot where the building was giving way, the structure, because it was all old and ratty. They told him to move, and he moved out of the way, and the ceiling caved in.
Wow.
Shit.
So there is definitely higher guides, and a lot of people will say, it's natural. We all hear voices, we all hear premonition, blah blah blah. But sometimes a lot of that premonition is us giving ourselves advice, right? Mm-hmm. But you don't really get that kind of message from your inner premonition. Yeah. You don't hear someone saying, "Hey, you got to go. You got to do this right now," because it'll be weird to you. You're like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
And then you just do it. Like people who don't want to get on planes because they feel like something's happening. Yeah. Something's letting them know that this is not good, and then the plane is crashing.
Do you think it's the same as like gut feeling kind of thing?
Well, gut feeling is a psychic ability. When they listen to your gut, that is like one of the basics. And absolutely, if something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. So,
Trevor Travis?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if mine counts though, because like I was pretty fucked up one night. I was like blackout drunk, and I fell asleep next to that dumpster, and like I heard a voice, and he was like, "Hey, you want to buy some drugs?" And I was like, "Okay." So like I walked over there to buy drugs, and then like the truck came in and he picked up the trash, and it was squashed my head like a melon, man.
So
Crazy.
You didn't get drugs, but you didn't die.
Well, I mean, I got drugs too.
Okay.
And I didn't die. It was a good day.
It was a really good day, right?
Good day.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, this song rocks, man.
It's my favorite song.
And that was Did You Know?
No.
All right. And the last one before the main event of the evening is Answer the Question.
You.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lou. Get down.
Come on, boy. Yeah. He's doing the Lou.
Hey. This segment is brought to you by Lou. Oh, obviously. Brought to you by you.
Lou approved.
This is 100% Lou approved.
I just don't like this music.
Once a week, we come to you as a Red Light Disc Show to do one thing. Make shitty radio, or two things. Make shitty radio and do this segment, which is Answer the Question.
Yeah.
So this is Answer the Question on the Red Light District Show. Here's the question.
Elon Musk comes to you with an offer. As you know, he will fight Mark Zuckerberg soon, but being 52 is a disadvantage for him. He's offering you to change your age with him for $10 billion. After accepting the offer, you will be 52 years old, and Elon will be back to your age. You will continue your life in your own body at the age of 52. Remember, you can't go back to your own age after accepting this offer. At 52, you can be one of the richest people in the world with $10 billion. Would you accept this offer in exchange for your youth?
Well, Suzanne, you're almost there, so maybe we won't ask you.
Oh my god, you're so annoying.
Oh, we can ask you. We can do that. Okay. Would you do this deal? Would you switch with Elon?
To have the money but give away my
$10 billion to be 52.
So you go from like 39
But
years old to like
did they
52.
specify if you have to be in, did they say your body or you have to go to the guy body?
Your body.
Yeah, I would be old.
52 for $10 billion?
Yeah.
Dang.
Debbie, you want to be 22 right now, or do you want to be 52?
No, I would stay my age. I get what comes to me is the movie In Time. Have you ever seen that movie where they have so much time?
With Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. They have that watch
movie.
in their arm.
Yeah, and that's what comes to my mind. You know, they're living and living and living and living, and it's the guy just wanted to not live forever. You just get tired. So I just want to let myself be in that natural flow, right? So that's what comes to my mind. So no, I wouldn't take it.
Yeah, JT was hot in that movie. I like that one.
That
That was a good
was
movie.
such a good movie.
My man Lou.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it. There's not enough money to ever replace myself for me personally.
You're still gonna be in your body. You're just gonna be old.
Oh, you'll still be in your body.
I'll be in my. Oh, so just the age. No.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm good at the age I'm at.
Stefan?
Fuck yeah, I'd take that deal, dude. You kidding me?
What are you, 51?
It's gonna be a bad move for Elon, but at least I'll get fucking $10 million. Yeah. It's like, fuck yeah, call me,
I mean,
Elon.
who cares? 52's not even that old.
With
at
$10
all.
$10 billion, I'll be young again, dude.
The lifespan's to like 80 now.
Trevor?
Yeah, fuck no, dude. I'm 29 right now. All right, I got so many years of fucking bitches and partying left. I ain't giving that shit up. That's like 30 years, man.
With 22, but 21, but
Well,
23.
If you're still in the same
20,
body,
whatever.
you could just
This ain't math hour. This is.
you could identify as 29.
I don't
even if you were
identify as
52.
shit because that's made up pretend bullshit, man.
You can identify as a different age now. They said it's a real thing.
Okay. And me, I don't think I would. I can give it up. I can give up that.
I would just lie and keep saying
Time
whatever.
to me is the most precious resource I have as a human being.
Well, it depends on what you do with it. Some people
I'm
waste
okay.
it. It's,
Yeah, I do.
it's
I see
one of
that
the
shit
most
too.
common things to waste is time.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. If you ain't fucking bitches and partying, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
You're married.
I mean, that never stopped me before. So.
That's true. And
That's how you got
probably
it.
none of my business.
When did he get married?
His
Which
wife's
time?
name's Brenda. I don't know. 1 week he says he's married,
He
and
said he
next
had
week,
like 9 ex-wives.
It's like 7 or 8. I don't know.
but
That he knows of.
and he has kids supposedly.
Maybe. I don't
Somewhere.
know. I haven't seen him for a while. But I still pay for him.
Yeah, I imagine so. And that's it, right?
Wow.
That's it.
That was good.
Thank good job, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, let's hear it for everybody. Yay.
And let's move on to the main event. This is Debbie Romero.
Woo!
She's a psychic medium, correct? What else? What other bells and whistles do you have attached to your name?
Honestly, I show up for spirit, so I don't really, there are certified terms that I have. So I am an evidential medium, psychic. You can also put energy healer, empowerment teacher, host of transit. There's a lot of labels that can come, but really, I just love to show up for the community, for spirit, and just let things flow the way they're supposed to.
That's beautiful. The first thing I want to talk about. Let's talk about how are you? Like I see you, like super active on social media. I love following you. You're one of my favorite people to observe. How is everything going? And you're killing it. Good job.
Thank you. I'm very, very humbled right now in a very good place where I am active and very busy. I've had the opportunity to have a new show that is in the UK. So it's been really, really cool. Got a producer like hooks us up and we're working, and the community is like super supportive, very loving, heart-centered people. They're really wanting to learn or they want to understand. And so I'm surrounded by a lot of love right now. So I'm really grateful for the journey that I'm on. So most definitely.
That's beautiful. Love it. I saw a photo.
Yeah.
It seemed to be. I know that there's parts of the story that we can't touch, and we won't.
Okay.
If something gets slipped, we will do some creative editing.
Okay.
But I saw a hand. For one, Stefan comes and touts you, like he's like, we joke around like, oh my God, I like Debbie and all that shit, right? Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, I saw your girl on Sunday. and I was like, who? And now I'm trying to guess the girl, right? Yeah. And then finally it comes out to you, and he was like, man, she was over here, and then over there, and then this guy was saying like, I didn't realize how great she was. She was like in a zone, and that's funny. Trevor was there, but he was there, right? Amazing. There was a hand. I saw the photo on your shoulder, and there's no like maybe that could be a hand. Maybe that's sort of something else.
I don't know.
That is a
hand,
fucking
dude.
hand. If there's ever evidence of paranormal,
It's huge.
it's that.
Yeah.
That is evident. That is without a doubt evidence of paranormal activity that you can explain
Yeah.
as a normal human being.
Yeah. I think what's really cool, what comes to my mind is the movie Wednesday, right? The hand it just goes and he's like your
Addams
little homie.
Family,
Yeah, the
Thing.
Addams Family, Wednesday, yeah.
Thing.
So the thing, yeah. So that comes to mind immediately. But really, to be honest, Stefan and I have been doing some things private, and obviously there is a hand. But what was beautiful about it is that usually in the beginning of a read, for me, it's almost like you get a printout of what you're going to be talking, who you're going to connect to, and how Spirit is going to be with you as the story gets unfolded or told. And so before I started up the stairs, well, see what you did
I can't
to
say
me.
that name.
You
Is
got-
that name?
Cannot say that name.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
that
gotta
name-
edit that part.
That is the creative part.
That's the creative flow.
First
there.
lawsuit.
So there was a gentleman that stepped forward that was supporting me in such a beautiful way, and they put their hand on my shoulder. And I said that as Mikey was watching. I said, "Hey, Mikey, did you get that?" I said, "There's a hand here that was." Am I okay to say that?
What?
Oh, Mikey.
We don't have a Mikey. We have Mike.
Mike.
But I'm going to start calling him Mikey from now on.
Okay, so they're making. Okay, so
He's our scientist on the
Mikey,
team.
So he's super cool. Not very good when it comes to taking care of wardrobe malfunctions and things with the hair. And stuff, but we're gonna get that part. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know, girl has to look good. But yeah, the hand was accessories as I was working. You know, it was there, making sure I knew what was up. They had my back, so it was kind of cool that Stefan got a great photo of it.
That's amazing. That is one of the best photos you've ever gotten, in my opinion.
It's good.
You have more?
Dude, I have crazy stuff that I've gotten over the years.
You should do that for a segment for next season as well.
No, I did that like 8 years ago and you didn't care. I brought like a thumb drive with all these rad pictures. Mark Nelson holding these glowing orbs that are in his hand. And
And
stuff
who's
like
also
on
the
fire.
producer then?
But also, I'm
Chris
in it.
Austin. Chris
I'm in
Austin.
it, though. That's why it's different. I'm in it. So it's like this girl is walking with Spirit, and he knows that, you know, this is Debbie. So that's why
Is that
it's so
does
different.
that person as Spirit? Do they have a future?
Do they have what?
A-
Are they living and they do stuff? Is that what you're asking?
Does life continue for them in some sort of capacity after this plane?
So you're asking what happens when one
No,
passes.
I didn't say that.
But that's what he means. He does that every show.
No.
Do you
Didn't-
believe in God? Is there
I
a
did-
God out there?
I never said that. I said,
Let's look at it this
does
way.
that person, that man that touched her shoulder, does he have a future?
What
That's
makes
what I
you?
said.
What makes you think it's a man?
Because she said
Yeah,
the name
it was a
and
man. It
we're,
was
that
a
we're
man.
cutting out.
Yeah.
Remember?
So let's say
And he had a wedding ring on, you said.
that what you're witnessing is an impression, right?
Okay.
It's an energetic frequency that comes through where they impress the energy within your auric field that gives you the picture that he received, right? There's that close we call blend or meld. Spirit will present themselves in a way that we would understand, right? So if they need to show us full body imagery, that's how they want to present themselves, and that's what we will see. Sometimes it's a lot of brightness, a lot of light, a lot of color. I can just tell you from my own perspective of what I have witnessed, how one continues, right? So if one continues their journey, whether it's the healing journey, whether it's a review, this is what I have witnessed from someone who has passed, as we'll say. I just had this today on a show. We have what we call a silver cord, right? And our silver cord is what connects us from heaven to earth, connects us to all our chakra system. It goes through us, and once we take that, once that cord separates, our spirit, we become spirit. We believe the mind continues. That mind to mind telepathic connection continues and grows, and that mind stores everything that your soul has experienced, right? And so if you're continuing that journey, this is what who is to say that we know what life is until we get there, but the perception of what I have heard or what I have been given the privilege to have witnessed for some was reviews of their life and what they've experienced, and the biggest thing that stands out to me right now, not so much of that specific soul, but I would channel or sit and go into the spirit world and connect with even animals. And the animals as they're coming in, it's like, I'm here laying in this bed, and this is where I'm eating my food, or this is where I'm sitting, and this is where we're kicking it, and this is what I'm watching you do, or so there is a lot of frequency vibration that comes in that way to support us in the now. So what they do up there, I would like to think that they are growing, they're evolving, and they're transcending. That we continue life after death. That is my belief. Life is eternal, right? So
What
my
is your
answer would be yes on that for my personal.
What is your you personally? What is your favorite part of it being human? Being human.
Being human. Well, that's a harder question than the spiritual question.
Yeah. So
like,
wow.
bro, you just took me from 5D to
Curveball.
3D in 2 seconds. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Being a human.
I have a follow up on that one.
Being alive, right? Just being alive and being grateful for where I'm at today. Just my children, my kids. I'm a grandma, so I have twins, grandbabies, and just to be able to sit at the beach and chill. Like I just love to chill. I'm a very chill person. I like to have a cup of coffee. I don't try to have things chaotic. I like things to be very chill and relaxed and personal. So I like my quiet time. So that's what I love doing about a human. Sitting with myself and my thoughts and my words and things like that.
My favorite part about being human is loving, period.
Oh.
Loving my kids, loving my friends here.
Yeah.
Liking my other friend.
You're so annoying.
Hey, at least he said he liked you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a start.
It is.
like an
You can't just
improvement.
go straight from 0 to 100. I know I'm not one of your relationships, okay? We have gradual progress. We evolve as a relationship.
Dang, shots fired.
No shots fired, Trevor.
What?
That's just truth. I'm just talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a
Why
fireball.
can't we tell truths anymore, guys?
That's
Please.
true.
So, am I going to be able to have that as... Do people who have crossed over have that?
Yeah. So
And do people that have crossed over have that? Chilling at the beach, relaxing.
So for me, right, the biggest frequency of spirit is love. So if you're looking at exactly what you just said, that is what they give us, is that love. They're giving us the support. Where we're needing that extra upliftment or inspiration or that aha moment of get up and walk away, we are having that loving connection to take care of us in the now. So yeah, I feel that in the work that we do, there is a huge amount of support that comes in such a beautiful way. A lot of times we miss it and we see it in pictures as paranormal or unexplained or mystery, but we also forget that we are praying for help. We're asking for someone to step forward and be with us throughout the day as we're going to something, whether it's someone who's sick, someone who's celebrating a birthday, anniversary, or wedding. We're inviting them. Like, they know, like, hey, I'm right there partying with you. Like, when I'm reading, I go deep into those personal moments, or when someone is sick and passing and they didn't get to be at the hospital. The other family members are already there, waiting, holding space, allowing them to feel the support. There was something very personal that I got to experience. When there was someone that was very close to me was passing, there was a period as they going through the review, and I got to witness the healing of the review of this person's life. And as they were going, I could see the colors in her spirit just flash before me with the different colors of her energy. And there is a process that happens before it even happens. A lot of times people will say, Debbie, did you know that that person was passing? And I do not like to answer those. I will not answer those. I was like, who am I to say that person's going to go? But as a medium, I could feel weeks in advance the information and get it before it occurs. So I'll get the names, I'll get the premonitions and the feelings.
How do you use that?
How do I use it? I leave it alone. I don't manipulate with any of that. What comes to me, I just, my body, I work with the violet flame.
Is there anything that would make you cross that line?
To change it? We don't have that power.
Not changing it,
We
but
don't have that power.
let someone know.
Let someone know. I have friends that'll, be like, girl, what's up? What's up? We have our conversations and we be going back and forth. And yeah, we can hold space for someone who's, you feel that is in the right state of mind that can receive that kind of information. If they're asking and you gotta really, for me, has to be someone that on a personal, like, okay, I know you'll be cool to, we're friends. So she's asking me. But I will not, if there's a fine line on how I work.
Let's say that you're friends with somebody and you feel that something's going to happen. Do you give them like any words, just a warning maybe?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I have. When it comes to
Like a goodbye. How do you word that? Say goodbye to your ones you love because you're dying.
Okay, so this is a different scenario. So like sometimes when spirit comes in and you're coming in to acknowledge and let's say, hey, Stefan, I got so-and-so for you. But by the way, I have to acknowledge your mom's mom or your mom. Or this is just an example. This is not me reading. This is just an example. And this is someone who maybe you've been thinking of your mother. You have this feeling of, I got to call her. Something's not right. As a medium, I'll say, oh, by the way, spirit is acknowledging your mom. Maybe she hasn't been feeling good. There's some things happening, some well-being, things like that. Maybe this is a nudge for you to go check that out. So that happens all the time. But what I do, if you ever watch me go live in something like that, where there's a well-being or energetic thing happening, I will hold space, let spirit come closer, and bring in the energy to shift and bring in the deeper work for them. So I will do that when I work. So if you ever seen me flow on a live and be like, okay, boom, I know I'm coming here. I know you have some back pains. Boom, I know spirit's coming closer. There's a vibration and frequency that comes with the work, and it hits into your auric field and pushes the debris out and gives you that comfort your spirit needs. So there is some pretty cool stuff that can be done that you don't even realize is happening. When I walked in here, my heart was just like, bah, 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 bah. But it takes a minute to adjust to the
Is it because the energy was so high right before you came in?
Yeah, because you had a whole bunch of creative artists in here, so it was like your room was amplified and fired up. Before I walked in, I said, all right, let me sit with this man because he's grounded. Let me go sit over here for a second.
There was other stuff they were firing up too, so there's probably some of that.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I had to stop. See, the door is open.
Is there any... Could you... I know it's like such a horrible way to ask like something. Is there a way for you to show some of your powers right now?
Oh, he said, "Show my powers." I don't have powers. Like,
well, I mean,
you're not the Avenger, dude. Come on.
I'm like this superhero, like She-Ra, like.
Or do you want me to ask Stefan to do one?
Well.
What?
What would you like?
I don't want to use my magic powers.
So.
What is something that is like? I don't want to.
So really, to be honest, I know I see. He's like, "Don't come my way, bro. Don't come my way."
Yeah, there's a lot going on over here, huh? Yeah.
What do you feel over there?
So no, to be very honest, we all carry energy and vibration, right? So for me, like if I were to bring in spirit, if I were just to bring in, we don't even have to go to you. We can just channel and see what comes through. Like if you want to do that instead of going to each and every one.
No, whatever you feel is a good. Whatever you want to do. Like I want to just follow your lead.
Okay, so I feel like I want to do a little bit of a channeled message, and so this way we're not going individually from spirit. So I don't even know what they have to say. It's just like if we were to go to a spirit guide and the spirit guide wants to share something collective, it's kind of like I go into a really nice trance state, not full trance, but I go into a state where I'm connecting with spirit and then letting my voice kind of become their voice, right? And I feel like for someone here, and I don't know if this is you, Suzanne, but believes in angels, and so I feel like there's this angelic connection that's coming in. So I really want to bring that angelic vibration. I feel like I want to come with you. Oh, yeah. I know that spirit is here. I know that I'm very sorry. I know you just had a passing, so I know that is your angel here for you. So I'm going to just leave that presence for you there and keep it in that sense. But lots of love, pinching your cheeks, and just lots of love, and that love that you have, and love for the family, and just there's a lot of love. So she's already channeling in. So about saying goodbye and being there, either someone didn't get to be there, and there's these chills, and
It's
like,
me. I wasn't able to get there.
and they're giving you a hug for that.
Okay.
So she's.
I'm
very-
sorry.
Yeah.
I thought I had the next day.
Yeah, she's okay. She's loved. You really do look like her. Actually, there's a resemblance there that comes really through strong. So you're like her son. I feel. There's a lot of memories that definitely come through for you. The movie Coco comes to mind, so it's like that movie Memories comes to mind. The song, Coco. And I feel like the whole making tortillas is important. The little butter, and she had her beans with her little queso. I feel like she had a little soup that she would eat, and she would just kind of sit there and she would pick at her food. So she wasn't eating at some point. Is the sense I get, and I know that with my mouth, I have a little bit of a dryness with my mouth.
Yeah.
And so she was dry, so it was just the saliva was
That
very
was
difficult.
exactly the scenario at the end.
And so I know as I bring her closer in that trance state that comes through, there was so many things happening. So she was very much aware of your life circumstances and situations.
Oh, okay. That sort of makes sense.
She's very aware of that, and she's coming in to give you comfort and to apologize for the things that you've experienced in life, because there was a lot of things that you kept very private. There's a lot of grief that comes in her breath, of her breathing, whether she walked really slow. So I know with her, I would have had a little walk or a gentle walk to get up. And she had this cute little sweater that she wore that was just so nice. I felt like the sweater was either like a knitted kind of a little brown sweater that she had.
100%. This is true.
I know that she had a really nice recliner that she sat down in. A little quilted blanket was right behind it or some sort, because there's a blanket behind me. She always made sure she took care of her feet. So either she was a diabetic or something with her sugar, but I feel her feet were really important to manage.
Diabetic.
I know that she couldn't speak at some point because there was this itchiness within my throat. So I know that there was some things happening with my esophagus, but it goes to my eye. So I know that if you see my hand and I go into that really nice relaxed state, I feel like I'm sitting there, and you would have walked into her like, "Grandma, are you okay?" I feel like with her, I'm just rubbing my head, como me tengo un dolor de la cabeza, pero no sé de qué. And so she would tell you in English that meant she had a headache, but she didn't understand why. And I felt like there was some discomfort in there. So you're like, oh, people were giving her the Advil, or, the little, and it wasn't sitting right with her stomach. So I felt like her stomach couldn't hold on to that. And she's like, your dad is fine, so don't worry about your father. We're taking care of him. A lot of things. As she comes closer, the month of August is also very significant. Either it's a birthday or a celebration of some sort. And I feel like she's wanting to acknowledge October and November as well. So I feel like these are in reference to your children or kids that I have to acknowledge, because I'm getting like...
It's her grandkids.
Yeah. So I have to acknowledge...
It's all her grandkids.
Yes. So she's acknowledging.
It's every single one of them except for me. I was in June. So all those are...
Give me time to... It's like, wait a minute. So
no, I mean, but
yeah.
I know she's obviously with us. So, I mean, she's...
So she's just saying that she's supporting you and giving... There's the question that you had. Do they come in with the love? She just brought in the love to say she's okay. She just brought in the memories of you eating a bean burrito at her house with butter or tortilla. Or, I don't know why you put salt on it, but I don't know what
garlic.
It's like I'm putting something on my
garlic
tortilla. I was like, why? But this is her coming in such a beautiful way to give you that love, and to put a blanket of protection over you, and to help you with your father. So she's definitely stepping forward for both of you. There is another person that's stepping forward that feels very much like a father, grandfather, and I feel like this person would have had a heart condition or something with the heart. And I feel that there was also something happening here with the throat. I don't know if you have a tattoo of him for him, but I feel like I have to acknowledge a tattoo as well. And I feel like this is in reference to you being in the military, your background. And they're really just coming in a way to just like salute you, like mad, lots of honor to you. And I don't know if anybody here knows the name Fred, but all of a sudden I have to talk about someone by the name of Fred.
My grandpa, or my cousin.
Okay, so he's acknowledging Fred as well. I feel like when she talks about Fred, I want to be on this like little bicycle Like, you know, the old school tricycles, and you guys used to run up and down the street, and like I feel like he'd be out there watering his grass or something. And you were kind of a bully, bro. Like, yeah, I feel like you would push, like you would punk him or something. I don't know
Who,
why.
Fred?
I feel like there's a
No,
bully.
I was
Dude,
scared
that's
of
fucked
him.
up, dude.
No, I was scared of him.
Is he the bully then? Because I want to say bully.
No.
No, Tim's
He
a
was just
bully.
he was more like assertive.
Okay. Okay. So I feel like
Nacho.
there's this rough and tough.
You used to call him Nacho.
Okay. Is he also is he living? He's not?
Mm-mm.
Okay, because I was just about to say, is it okay if I bring him into? Okay. Because I definitely get the whole rough and tough demeanor as well. And I feel very sick to my stomach, like I took something. So I feel like either he had some form of addiction or something that I get the sense of is what I'm getting here. I feel like I have like a pressure or something that went up up in here. I feel like I'm either having like a deviated septum or what is like. Well, there's definitely some things that are coming in with this person that I have to acknowledge. Like a lot of people got together for him. There's like I feel like I'm very well known because all of a sudden I just see people. I feel people hugging, but I feel like they're hugging you. I feel like it's just people are just coming in, boom, 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 hugging you. Is a sense I get, and I just feel like I'm fine is what I'm getting. The word is that you need to know that he's fine, but I do feel like peace, like there's peace because all of a sudden I'm giving you the peace sign, and so my guys are gonna pull back from that one. So I'm just gonna leave you with the 3 because they're all coming in together.
Shit, that's crazy. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's actually I mean, that's people for me.
That
is, yes.
Dang.
I mean, to the point where the garlic salt or garlic powder,
Yeah, that's crazy.
the garlic powder inside the butter and tortilla.
Yeah, that's weird shit, dude.
Very detailed.
What's up with that?
So
I didn't even.
Who does that?
I do. It's so good. You guys, you never tried that?
No.
Garlic butter with tortilla?
Oh, garlic
Homemade?
butter? No.
Oh, you?
No.
And you guys are Mexicans around here?
I'm Mexican, but
I'm not
yeah,
like
okay,
Italian
there you go.
Italian Mexican.
Yeah, so that's an evidential piece is where they're bringing evidential proof. You got the name, you had the blanket. For if you looked at the way my posture was, she came in very close. She had her hand on her face. That's her presence. So bringing forward the presence.
The walker, she got the walker.
And the way she
Her sweater, the color of it.
Mm-hmm. So the way she walks, that's the presence coming close.
What's the tattoo?
This one right here is a military tattoo. Navy.
That?
My grandfather is my dad's dad, is who I believe she's talking to.
Yeah, he's the one that's come through here before.
No.
Yeah.
He's never come through here. The addiction, what she's saying, he was an alcoholic. He's never come through here. My dad's that Dick or Richard, Walter. My dad's that lived next to my grandfather. My grandfather that was addicted to gambling. That Batty talked to my dad about.
Yeah, okay.
But that's him. He's never come through any of this. Addicted, the cancer from his throat from smoking.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And I know that's him because he's proud that I served.
So
And the only person I would even care
his
about.
hair has a wavy black hair to him, so he has kind of like a wave to him. He's got a little wrinkle on the forehead. I feel when he comes in, there's eyebrows that really stand out to you when he comes in. He's talking about you shaving, so I know you would have had a mustache too. So he's like looking at you just recently shaving and things like that. So either he taught you how to shave, or there was something here where I have to talk about the shaving.
It was not even a real shave. It was one of those things that you buy at the 99-cent store and it's pretend shave.
Yeah.
And me and him would do it.
So there you go.
Right before at Pick and Save. We used to buy that set at Pick and Save for like 50 cents. And I used to brag to my dad because my dad was on the oil platforms. So I shave. I'm like 3 years old, 4 years old.
But what's crazy is that you used to go with him to get mail, and not only did you pick up the mail, you would be on C Street, and he's saying that he would help him lift him up or like go in there to get the mail with him. So that's what he's giving you the direction of.
That is it. That is 100. Hold on, I'm confused. On C Street?
that's the direction that they're taking me to.
Okay, no. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's true.
Because he's showing me the post office, but I feel like either someone also used to work for the post office or was thinking of working with the post office, because I have to talk about that as well.
Is that safe to talk about?
Well, I don't know. That's what's being shown. So
What do you see for that person? Is that a nice spirit?
if you're talking about all spirits, nice. For me, if the person has a memory that wasn't nice, usually they'll come in because of forgiveness. So if that person, if you're speaking of, I won't bring them forward.
I don't mind. This situation is, I'm an open book with my life, but
Was there a tragic? I felt like a shooting or some sort. I don't know if you know someone who would have suffered a shooting, but all of a sudden my leg is like hurting, and so I could feel it within my own body. But I feel like something was tragic.
no, I mean, I wouldn't know. Maybe if that is the situation.
Okay.
But you'd said something about a post office, but not a post office.
Mm-hmm.
A P.O. Box Center
Yeah, that's what it was. A PO box.
over here by the Burger King in Planet Fitness, where this hook, line, and sinker is. Used to be right there,
Okay.
or right around that area.
Okay.
This is my grandfather too.
Hook, line, and sinker still there.
I know, but that's what it is now. It used to be a P.O. Box office.
Oh,
Interesting.
right.
And my grandfather owned it. He was in the
So
military
that's
too.
why he says he worked there. So that was him saying that's what he did for work.
hmm And then we used to go. There used to be something next door.
An ice cream or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really cool. So that's evidence. So when you're asking for evidence, that's the evidence of you're bringing proof of life that is eternal.
That's crazy.
But you're also very open. So, and you're also in a place where you're open to receive. You know, like when we go, and me and Stefan, we're getting that evidential priest that is in film. The presence is there, but we were in there for so long that I was like, oh my God, I'm in it. And you're in altered state so quick because you're really in it. So for me, when I go into a trance or I'm in that altered state, he's like, you're in a closet. And I'm like, no, bro, I'm not in a closet. I felt like I was literally reliving the timeline of what was happening to the people that were in that room. And that I couldn't even put my connection link to one thing because there was so much pain.
Are you on autopilot? Your human body at that point?
To be very honest, I'm in just in an altered state, like a dream state.
Uh huh. Is it like sleepwalking type of thing?
For me, I'm not present.
Okay. Are you looking at it like this, time wise?
So like when Stefan got to witness it, and for me, when I was in there, it doesn't happen to me very often. I think that was the very first time I couldn't even bring in a close blend other than you got a great shot of what I felt into of the presence, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even connect because there's someone like smashing my head. Like it was just the emotions and the energy of that spirit of what he experienced. And so for me, even though he was saying I was in this one specific room, I didn't see that. I saw it more like a cave or like a hole of like people in trouble and being thrown in there. Just like, so for me, I could just feel all the different pain and heartache that they all experienced while they were in that specific area. So I wasn't present for that piece at all.
When you do your stuff on, like, you're psychic, what do you do? Just walk around being psychic? Is that your gimmick? Or do you turn it on, turn it
get up
off?
in the morning and go, you know what, I'm going to be psychic today. Let me get my coffee and just
nice.
turn up to level 5. Not too much, just right in the middle.
How do you navigate your gifts while how do you navigate them?
Okay, so I could walk into a room and like she's talking about guides and stuff, I pick up on energies. So I could tell if I'm walking into a room how many living energies are here and then how many non-living energies are here. Because when we talk about death, we're always talking about it like it's some finish line where it's just over, and there's no such thing as death. It's a terminology for physical death, but the spirit transforms into something else. It just continues. But I could walk into a room and I could start picking up on where the energy's at. If I walk in here and we have somebody who's spying on us, I'll know, okay, that guy right there, I got a guy here, and I can focus on it. And if I start paying attention, I'll be able to see what they're wearing, what they're doing. In the place that we're filming, I have that advantage where I can go into a room and say, okay, well, we got him over here, and he's trying to ignore us, but this chick, I just pick up on all that, and I could bring it to the forefront, and I'm able to utilize that when I'm investigating. I'll address them directly. A lot of times I'll get names and stuff like that, and I start throwing it out there, and then it validates that, and then it makes my investigations better, because I feel like, oh, this is not just some jackass who's got a K2 meter trying to tell us to talk to him or ask us how we died. I'm not there for that. I'm already making a contact, a connection with the spirits in a location. And then I fine tune that, I know a lot of people have to prep themselves and do all these things, but I can walk around my house and I run into my wife's family all the time. I've been encountered her dad in the bathroom. I met her Uncle Jake in our private bathroom standing outside. And I didn't even know there was an Uncle Jake. I said, there's a guy. He's walking around. He's related to your mom. And his name starts with a J, and then I start spelling it out. And she goes, oh, my God, that's my Uncle Jake. I'm like, who the fuck is Uncle Jake? She's like, that's my mom's brother. I'm like, oh, well, he's in the bathroom. He seems to be doing okay. And that's just a common thing for me. I can go to different places, and it's really fucked up. I was just with Wendy when we were in the hospital, and we're both just being affected by all the different spirit energies that are just reaching out. I hate going to those places, especially I go around an elevator, like right in front of the elevator is such a heavy spot, and my whole world just starts spinning and shit. So I'm really focusing on the energy around me, and so that's pretty much how it happens. And it's like not something I learned how to do. It's something I've always had as a child, because I used to always talk to these angels and spirits. I have my one spirit guide that I've had my entire life, and it's just one of those things. I'm able to just walk in and pick up on energy, and I could feel it. It's almost like if I had a motorcycle helmet on, I put this helmet on, and it's got these like guides right here, like a radar. I can focus in on the sensitivity and how strong it is, and I can just navigate right to the energy source and then pick up on what it is.
Is it all possible? Just and not trying to discredit anybody, but and I don't do that. That's not who I am. Is it all possible that you guys are? I'm just coming up with a theory, and probably it's already been hypothesized, and you can tell me why I'm wrong. Is it possible you guys are tapping into the collective consciousness, and because we're so clear, you can go into my memories?
To be very honest, I work with the collective, so I work with all for humanity. So when I'm receiving stuff, I'll receive it for people that just, it's like a Wi-Fi. We're a web of energy, and we believe in telepathic mind-to-mind thought connection, right? If you ever had that moment where you're thinking of someone and they call you, that connection of flow, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same for when one passes. It's a thought-to-thought connection. So if there's something really big happening in the world, we all feel it. We're all affected by it, just as the shooting or the incident that your friend was told to like get out and move. That is energetically, we're already getting the information before it happens. There has been situations where there have been shootings in the area, or just things that have been really hard within the collective. That is our job. When we're awakened and we're connected in that way, plugged in, or whatever however you want to say it, we are tapping into the impressions, the prayers, the worries, the energies that are surrounding us. That is why when we hear someone say, raise the vibration, raise the frequency, you're holding space to bring in that light for everyone that you're around. Not just for you, but your behavior, your kindness creates that ripple effect of change for everyone. So yeah, we're connected to the Wi-Fi, the web, the world, all of everything. and I work in that way. So for me, I will know like Kevin Costner, something's happening with Kevin Costner, something's happening with Al, like when stars are in there and prayer goes out, I feel it. So it depends on your boundaries, how you want to work, how you want to be open, and what you want to receive. For me, I'm in it. I'm in the collective, and I'm open to it, and I just hold space.
Have you heard of the Adam and Eve theory?
Mm-mm.
So the Adam and Eve theory suggests that I don't know, I can't remember the proper time frame, but I want to say it's every 37,000 years or something that the planet in the internal core will shift a bit, which will cause polar shifts, which will then cause mass catastrophe on Earth, which will cause mass deaths. You see, if you've watched Star Wars, Luke realizes when, I'm not sure if it's Luke, but it's one of these guys. The planet gets blown up. He's like, "Oh shit, I felt that." Shit. Is there something that you feel if something big on a grander scale were to happen, would you be able to feel some of that energy?
Yeah, it's kind of messed up. As Stefan says, you're going into a hospital and you could feel into that. I remember going in for an MRI and you're in there and you could feel the impressions, the memories of everyone that's gone in there. That's why we feel elevators, planes. It's difficult for us to go for people who have fear. Dentists, right? You're picking up on all the energy that's left of the debris, and it creates that emotion. You can feel into the emotion of what's psychometry, what's left. It holds that memory, right? So for me, at one point in my journey, everything is a frequency and vibration. You can feel an earthquake before it happens, depending how attuned you are to the subtle shifts. Water moving, my body was like, whoa, I could feel the water moving. Like I was literally in the flow of an actual body of water. And so I was at one point super sensitive in that way. Coming down from a plane, I saw people drowning in the water and kids, and I'm just like, oh my God, what am I seeing? So we are feeling things that can happen. It really depends. I don't watch the news, so I'll get names and things happening, and my girlfriend was like, "Girl, did you see on the news?" And what? I said, "No, girl, I didn't hear that, but I got that information. Now I know where it came from." But what I do with that information is going back to your first question. I send prayer and healing. It's how you manipulate the energy. You send healing and you hold space for whatever comes. It's how I work. I work like we talked about the violet flame. I send the violet flame through my whole entire energetic body to bring in that deeper healing for the energy.
What about you, dude? Same question.
I do the violet flame stuff too.
No, I mean,
I know.
I'm talking about can you feel something before it happens? On a grander scale, do you feel the despair before it's about to happen?
Yeah, I get that sometimes. I get this overwhelming sense of holy shit. I have to take a deep breath.
Do you think?
And I realize nothing has happened. So why am I feeling this way? And then you can start focusing on that.
So would you think that if that is a true theory about the world, would you guys have some sort of oh shit, would you have
Plan.
No, not plan, because I don't think there's anything we can do.
If the earth starts moving, we're just holding on, hoping for the best.
Because the theory would be that the earth would stop spinning for a second, for 6 days. And then, but everything else around us, the wind keeps on going, the waves keep on going.
1,000-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, and sun will be in one spot and boil the hell out of whatever area that is, while the other side is being frozen.
Cleveland.
Hopefully.
Wow.
Hopefully it's just Bakersfield. The sun. So, theoretically, would a psychic be able to feel that?
You pick up on energy waves.
Yeah.
And is there something you guys could do?
No.
Just go along with the ride?
Warn somebody. Hey, hold on.
Have you ever seen, for me, on the other side of working with a lot of healers, if we all get the same information and we had that deja vu, we've been there, or in your dream, there was that shooting that happened in Thousand Oaks, right? What was it, a bar? There was a really devastating shooting.
Borderline.
Borderline, thank you. I know many people that are like us that are psychic and that are healers that were there holding space energetically. So I know that there are those that in their dream state or they're asleep, we work and we do hold space energetically for the vibration and frequency for a spirit to transcend or to get the healing. So we're working as we're asleep.
That would be a good television show, huh? Like, oh shit, like, you know, you guys are all connected online.
But it's crazy because if you have a connection of people that do what you do and then you wake up to the same information, that's when you know it's not, you know, it's not wrong. It's legit stuff because then we're all connecting and getting the information, but we're all receiving it differently. So it really
Do you think there's something you guys can do collectively to help move us along spiritually as a race?
As in general, we do. We just don't realize that it's happening. You know, those who are open to the work, everything runs based on a vibration and a frequency, right? And so as we continue to do the goodness and we continue to be kind, whether we're hugging someone or loving someone and giving them that, what you said, all you want is just to love everyone that you're a part of and connected to. Just by being you as an individual is already giving that love out. But if you're someone who's still hurting, who's still grieving, and you're bitter and you're angry and you're in that grief state, we grieve because we lost love somewhere. Coming back to that place of love. And that is the ultimate journey within myself, a journey. And we are holding space for that person to heal from whatever's hurt them by just supporting changes and evolves. And so there's that community of love.
Shit. Well, shit, yeah. Holy crap. Well, Stefan, so if you know if it's going to happen, you'll let me know or what?
Yeah, I'll call you.
Okay, thank you. Thank God.
Send you a text message. Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
Grab onto something heavy.
Take your podcast with you. Put it in your pocket. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Do you think there's other continents on the Earth that we don't know about?
Totally.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
You saw the map of the outer world, right?
Is that true? Do we know that? Is that
Have
true?
you ever had any experiences where you can't share, like that you've
What
were
the
taken to a higher plane or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
Well, I know. Well, you know, I don't know
Are
when
you
he's open
kidding?
to share about who he is as a person. But.
told him about the last time I died.
Okay.
And that was nuts.
Are you talking about the pirate situation?
I wasn't a pirate.
Oh.
That was Jeff.
Oh, Jeff was
See,
a pirate.
serious moment, and they can't even remember it.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah, so it's like, why am I wasting my
Dude,
time?
I have so much footage. Dude, when I'm about to die, I'm a deathbed. I'll rewatch the episodes.
Sure, well, then you'll get the answer.
And then,
But there is
I'll text you.
But just so we're on the same subject, there is a guy standing
There has been spirit here nonstop.
like right here. It's like, and he keeps looking at him, and I don't know what that's all about. So obviously, it has to do with him.
I can go get my little.
Would you get your
clear-
thermal?
I can go get the thermal out of my car.
Yeah, go get it.
I'll go get it right now.
How are you doing with the energy, my love? Because it knocks us out. When we're working, it's like when we're in that space, the energy just kind of gets you really relaxed and takes you out. So that's being in the energetic field. Can you tell?
What is? Can we figure this out? This situation. A
It's
lot
up to
of.
him.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Yeah.
There's a lot of. Okay.
Well, you know, a
None
lot
of
of
my
times,
business.
if it's personal, it's going to stay personal, you know, but spirit comes in and they do what they need to do, you know. So for me, like if you're giving me permission, I guess the grandfathers are here. So I feel like I want to go to grandfather. I remember reading your grandmother at one point. And I feel like I have a grandfather here that's definitely on the right side. And I feel granddad, dad's side is where I want to go in and acknowledge. But it's interesting because they're making me have a sense that there was some type of, not a relationship or a strong relationship there. And so for that, there's an apology stepping forward and wishing that they would have expressed their love to you more. And this person makes me feel they're very disciplined. So they were raised in a very tough environment. And so it was kind of like we go to school, we get up, we go to work, and we got to do what we got to do, right? And so for me, the way I feel into that is there's a lot of love for you, a lot of love learned. That wasn't, see, it's private, but it's supposed to be private for him.
No, that does make a lot of sense.
And they're coming in for your mom.
Mhm.
So they're stepping in for mom right now, and whether your mom has been a little tired or breathing, or maybe her little lungs, something happened with the lungs, or her feet, or just her. There's a little bit of knee issues, arthritis, and I feel like your mom is just soothing her body in this way, and just like us old school, we get the tiger palm and we want to put the tiger palm on her. And I feel like I feel like she would be like even for you, because I feel like she would be coming in because you got your own muscles and your aches and pains, and she shows me you going in with your gym bag, watching your gym bag being packed, and like, where are you going? And I feel like with her, I want to eat a quesadilla. I don't know if you eat quesadillas or something with like tortillas. And
Yeah, I just had one the other day.
Yeah, there you go.
2 days ago.
Yeah. So she's just making sure you're straight. And look at this guy. He's got evidence here to show.
So I'm getting a guy. He's in his 30s.
Oh, you got somebody else.
I got somebody else, and I think it's a friend of his.
Oh, wow.
He's trying to get his attention, like literally, like doing this kind of shit and trying to like.
Is he from like the gym, or he's jumping at you?
Trying to get up close to him, get his attention, like where he's like almost in his face.
What is that in the middle?
Can you see it?
Computer. I can't say anything yet.
Oh, it's the lights.
When you say that,
It's a male.
I didn't fill into that, but I was trying to get some names, and I don't know if you know a John, or like I felt like I wanted to say John, but I wanted to acknowledge Jonathan, John. But I also feel like a little brother. Like I had to say a little brother. So a little brother is someone like a friend or an actual brother.
Oh, younger cousin.
And is he on the other side as well? Oh, I'm so sorry. And so he's actually really cool. He's super, super cool because he's like, whoa! And like when you're making those basketball hoops and you're like, that's for you.
That's what this guy's doing.
Yeah, because I feel like maybe 11, 12, 13, there's like good times. Like, that's my bro.
It's
like,
all cold right here too.
Like,
Nice.
that's my bro. Like, I would shoot some hoops, and I know with you there must have been a tear or some emotions that just passed, and either there was some type of anniversary or memory of him. Do you also have a tattoo, or you were thinking of getting a tattoo in reference to him? Because I have to acknowledge this.
I have
as well.
put thought into it. Yes.
You've been looking at his picture and you put it away and you don't really open it and you keep it to the side. You have it in a book or a Bible or something. Because I feel like it's a book or something put away.
Actually, I keep it in my car.
Your car. So I feel like it's very sacred. And for whatever reason, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to make you emotional, but he's definitely with you when you make your hoops, your basketballs, and he comes in. He's talking about a prom or some sort of like dance or something here.
Like in high school,
Saying that you can't dance. Yeah.
I mean, just a moment we share together at the same time, memories.
You're definitely like his brother. And he lets go of the grief for you because there's a lot of grief. There's also about wanting to be there, wanting to be with him, say goodbye as well. And it's like, I will never let you go. So there's that. You know that song from Fast and Furious, that end of the song that they have? It's been a long time.
But Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, so he gives you that.
How's it go? I never really watched all the
You really
movies.
want me to sing, right? You really want me to sing. I don't know. He understood it. That's all that matters. I feel like with him, he leaves you pennies or like change on the floor. So it's like you actually found a coin and you saved it. Because I feel like I have to talk about something that you put. Either you stepped on it, it was in your shoe, or something like this, and I feel like I put it on a wooden dresser of some sort. Like I feel like I put it there. There's something there that you have of his. Do you understand this? What he's showing me?
I do have like a special coin I found. Years ago. I was young, but I've always, for some reason, I don't know where the currency of it, where it's from. I never looked into it, but I've always just kept it because I think I just look at it as like good luck, like a good luck type of thing.
Yeah. So he brings in that luck for you. And it's like, don't worry about your mom's, bro. I got her. Covers her legs in a little blanket of protection. That's the healing around her legs and around her spine. So she's bringing the energy around her spine. They're going into the left side of the upper top back of her shoulder as well. And they're just bringing some energy around the heart. So it's like getting that oxygen and stuff. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing. I'm just witnessing the energy being flowed to her from spirit. There's a hand of God, of healing God that comes through for you. And it's like my mother, like you've been asking for prayers for her. You've been connecting. And so they are all hearing you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in spirit are definitely stepping forward for you. Do you know a Steph or a Stephanie or a Steph? I feel like I gotta go to an auntie or something here. But I don't feel like I'm from here. I feel like I'm from, I don't know why.
Brazil.
No. It's crazy because I want
here,
to
but
be
I'm
somewhere
seeing a
down.
lot of big asses.
Yeah, there's
South,
beach everywhere.
Alabama or like out of like south.
I
Like
have
want
a
to.
lot of family. I have a whole side of family from the south.
Yeah, and so it's like they're coming in, all of them. Boom. You had some mad love for your aunties. They love you. You don't know them, but I feel like there's no relationship there, like friendship wise, but they know you and they got you. So that motherly love, they're all coming in massive, like your ancestors, your loved ones, and you guys roll deep. So lots of love to you, and I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get too personal there.
Okay, no, that's fine. Thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to talk about it?
He's probably the Steph.
Just letting you know I'm here for you, bro.
Thank you.
You want to unpack that?
I mean, it's just because you kind of know I lost
Yeah,
a cousin last month, and it was just we were real close together, grew up with each other. He just turned 30 this year, and when he passed at the end of last month, it was I found out the day after on a Monday, and it bothered me a lot because I had lived out of town for like over 12 years, and came back around 2020. So throughout the years, I'd always talk to him on the phone, keep in contact. And when I moved back, I was always trying to reach out to him. I wanted to see him, like meet up with him and talk, just to see how he's doing, hug him, see him in person, face to face. Always kind of gave me the runaround. Not, I'm busy, or I'm out of town. Like I always call him at the wrong moment. I kind of got the impression he was just kind of felt maybe he wasn't in the best shape of in his life. He didn't want me to see him like that. But he also knew that I loved him. I never judged him. Like I never treated him different. Never looked at him different. So I don't want to say I regret, but I just felt I wish I would have tried harder than I did to see him because I never got to see him. I got to talk to him, I never got to see him.
Surrounding his
I'm sorry,
passing. What were the circumstances surrounding his
I
passing?
still don't know the full pieces. I just heard that he I really haven't talked to his brother like that. He was just found unresponsive in the morning when he woke up. They said his heart just kind of gave out on him, but I don't know the exact circumstances, like full detail.
Understood. That's intense.
And from like our last text, I still have it in my phone, our text message like thread. And I think the last message I sent him was a picture of us growing up as kids. He never got to reply to that because that was like a couple months ago. But prior to that message, it was just a short talk. Hey, how you doing? What's up? I always finish off like, I love you, cousin. And he would say, I love you too, because I always want to let him know that I love him.
That's nice. Is there? Are you like what right now are you feeling or seeing, or it doesn't even have to be a person. It doesn't have to be in details. Like just like Stefan was saying, like there's something over.
So Stefan can see them. Right?
So you just feel.
I can see when they need to. So we have different ways of them communicating. And spirit will communicate with me the fastest way I'm going to receive the information. So I hear, I feel, I know. It's like I can smell, I can taste. So I'll see a real quick clairvoyancy picture, but not as he does, as visual as he sees it.
Like I'm not getting messages. I just see them.
Yeah.
Like I could see this guy standing here next to him, like trying to get in his face and getting close to him and just trying to get his attention. And now that he's went through this whole dramatic thing of talking about it, that energy has totally died down. He's no longer trying to do that.
I feel energy feels less tense around me. It feels lighter.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad.
He was trying to get your attention, and now you acknowledged it, and he's like, cool.
It just felt heavy.
Yeah,
He feels
he's so
really good
happy, my love. He's so happy to be around
Here, my
you.
arm, stand up,
He
dude.
has so much
Static
love
electricity. Evidence.
for you.
What do you
So sorry.
What do you see right now?
I saw the The hair on my arms.
No, I
Shave.
mean, what are you seeing here?
As far as what?
He wants to
You
know if
see-
you see anything else.
I do. There is something else in here. I don't know what it is.
What do you mean? The silhouette?
I'm not sure it's a person.
Right?
Oh, in here?
Yeah, let's open that up.
Well, that's over here.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's just coming in because we're channeling energy and we're so when we start getting into the spirit realm,
Yeah.
what we don't see is our energy, our spirit. It starts illuminating.
Exactly.
It starts getting stronger and it starts glowing, and it attracts other beings, other kind of spirits.
Yeah.
And there's not just human spirits. There's all kinds of different energies in this world that exist.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think this thing was kind of coming in. It's small, it's round, it doesn't look like a person. It's like an energy, a conscious energy mass that's been just kind of hovering here, listening to what the hell we were doing.
Yeah.
Is it not allowing you to see who he is?
It's not a person.
It's pretty crazy how when it comes in, there are guides that are, not human form. You can get them in different visions of how they want to show themselves, right? So this is where it's important to have discernment. What are you receiving? Who are you receiving from? Where are you getting the intelligence? How are you communicating? You learn to develop that vibration and frequency of what you're tapping into. I remember one of our friends had me tap into Vulture City. Never been there. I don't travel. Blah, blah, blah. I don't go that way. I don't know much out there. And the craziest thing I saw was like a huge robot, like a huge thing that was not from this world. I didn't even know what it was. And they're like, oh, come on, we're going to go to Vulture City. I'm like, no, peace out, I'm good. I saw what was there. I could see from right here. I don't need to go up in there like that. But it's the beauty of spirit, right?
What is? Are you talking about like an alien?
Yeah, if you're looking into alien, it was obviously different. It
wasn't
it
human.
wasn't of what I could
And
tell.
it was
It was a person.
large?
It was huge. It was a huge avatar. It was this huge avatar that I was getting visions of, and they were showing me like by the whale, or there's like some type of wishing. I've never been there. I've never explored or whatever. But as I was going into the homes, you could see a lot of miners, a lot of gold. The people that lived there and how they tended. There was horses and like greenery, this life there. But there was also something that was definitely energetically not from, in my opinion, of what a person would present themselves to But I'm you're always, we don't know, what's out, what we're connecting to is life. There's things that are the mystery, the unexplained. For the first time at Stefan's event, I saw something that was so unusual. I had to ask a friend, what is that? And she's like, that's just how spirit is presenting it to me as symbolic, a way that we're going to understand the energy. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what we're seeing. It could be the energy presenting itself in that way with a symbolic meaning. Make sense?
Yeah.
So it's up to us to interpret, what does that mean?
Absolutely. I've seen Teodora Olivas at the Olivas Adobe, and she looked like she was in her late 30s. Absolutely beautiful, long, dark brown, almost black hair, wearing a black dress. And she died in her 80s. So she presents herself the way she sees herself.
Yeah, they always come in so many different ways, They want to show themselves happy. They want to show themselves healthy. Let them know that they are in a whole different place. I find like if someone couldn't walk, they're dancing. They're taking you back to the eras and the memories of wanting to be remembered with life, with fun.
That's like when I'm a spirit, I'm going to show myself. And that's where the pirate thing comes in. I'm going to just show myself as a pirate, just randomly for no reason at all.
To me,
he's dressed as a pirate for some reason. It's like, yeah, he never went out in the water, but yeah. Or a clown.
Two more questions before we wrap this up. We went so long. We appreciate your time. The first one's to you. Is this a guide? Is this a evil? Is this a demon? Or just unknown?
It's coming off of the nature spirit.
So it's just
something passing through.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not even feeling it anymore.
Just wanted to see what was going on.
It came in. We're focusing on energy. We're channeling energy. So that whole thing's going on, and this thing was probably passing by and goes, "Oh, there's something going on in here. I'm just gonna hang out here because they can't see me, and I'm just gonna spy on them and see what they're doing."
It's like when a bug flies up to like one of those like neon lights, and they're just like, "Oh shit, I can't help myself."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Because a lot of times spirits won't see us like we are like here. They'll see us as this glowing, so they're connecting with us on that level. The vision's not the same sometimes.
So my last question to you would be, is it possible that that thing that you saw, the avatar, could that be human?
I hear no, so for me,
Could it be human?
It could be, but
Could something like that, could a human being make himself
totally
so strong that he could come off as a different like frequency or being or
So when I meditate and I take my students into sitting in the power, when we're connecting to our higher selves, I connect them back and bring them their higher selves to come forward behind them. But what I do is also I have them envision beyond the house, beyond the sky, beyond the sun, into the galaxies, into the nothing. So I grow their energy body really big as they get into that mind frame of I'm badass, I'm out there, right? So yes, we can get that big.
Okay.
Our spirits, if you ever close your eyes and you watch the energy, as Stefan says, grow, expand, your aura can expand, you can grow. We are spirit, and I think this is important that we say this, is that not only are we spirit in the living, we're spirit when we pass. What is spirit? As you watch the orbs fly through this lightning, a speed, a frequency, our energy leaves the same way. It can expand, flash, and go. It speaks to us just as those orbs, or just as those little, what do you call them? I can't even say the word. Anomalies.
anomalies.
Thank you. Thank you, Stefan. It's just so fast that we are the same. But we don't look at ourselves like that. We limit ourselves in such a way as stagnant here, present, which is great, but don't forget that we are also unlimited. We can have that astral travel. We can imagine that we're in another place, or traveling, or experiencing, or remembering. So we are unlimited. So yes, to your question.
It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart.
Suzanne Sweet Ann, what did you learn?
I didn't know that Stefan could see like entities and
She's only been.
She's never paid attention.
She just doesn't pay attention.
She's been on the show for over a fucking year.
I knew he was a ghost hunter.
A year and a half.
You don't know. You don't know how. You don't know how I became a ghost hunter. I didn't decide one day. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, he was like, I'm
That
just
didn't
gonna be a
happen.
ghost hunter
You're
today.
so fashionable, Stefan.
He was
You
like
just
watching
woke up, I'm a
Ghostbusters, and he was like,
paranormal
"Oh,
today.
that's
I
me."
love that.
Yeah, but yeah, I was born with this, and I just got into it and went with it, and then I wanted. I became a paranormal investigator.
Well, now you know, Suzanne.
Yeah.
Debbie Romero, what did you learn?
I learned that all of you guys are pretty fun. And you guys are a good group of guys. And you really do have a big heart. And you do everything that is out of love. College.
Oh damn, we love you.
Oh,
I love you.
I love you.
Midley, what'd you learn?
I hate to leave you. I really
Well, it's like, my loved ones know that I love them still, and I know that they love me still, so. It's something like, I'm proud, and I'm grateful to, learn and know, be aware of it.
That's dope. Stefan.
Oh boy.
Oh, you have dreads? I didn't even notice that.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. I just got him like a minute ago and I went to the bathroom. It was crazy. I learned that there's a lot of good 805 hip hop. I was talking to him about it. Like, there's a whole scene that's really coming along.
Brand new.
And for me to say that, that's huge because we know how I feel about most hip hop.
Yeah.
Especially,
Dude, there's
on the
just
local
a
levels.
lot of garbage out there. But when I see something that's not garbage, I really learn to appreciate that. It's like, wow, those guys were on fire.
Who's your favorite?
Those two dudes with all the energy.
Oh yeah, Peaches and Cream.
They were. Their music was hooky. It was flowing really good. The energy was high. It was something I could totally vibe into my car and jam out to. You know.
I feel you. This is my favorite too.
Yeah, cool.
Travis.
You know, I kind of wish I hadn't learned it. It was that whole thing about Snoop Doggy with Master P, and I really don't care for that type of music.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I learned.
Well,
you learn?
Me?
What'd you learn?
I learned that, even in a stressful situation, we had a very stressful past few hours with breaks and stuff. The team comes together. The show goes on. And we're blessed. We're blessed with the people that we have. And I'm happy to go to war with you guys every Friday. And I'm proud to call you my brothers.
Damn.
And you're my person I like. So.
Boom.
Definitely not sister. I didn't say that, did I?
No,
Okay.
absolutely. You did not say that.
Okay, so
And it's
somebody
not even-
I like and my brothers.
Let's not even pretend.
Okay. Fade to black. The crowd goes ape shit. And we are fucking out of here. As they say in Canada, peace. It's out, right? Oot!
And don't forget to fuck more.
Because in Canada they take oot. What are you talking about? Peace oot. As they say in Canada, peace oot. Oot.
That
That's
was